Ibrahim was a young, smart boy. He lived with his father Azar, who was a sculptor and worshipper of the idols. As he watched his father making them out of rocks and wood, he asked, "Oh, father, how can you worship gods that you make with your own hands?" The father replied, "We found our ancestors do that, and we are doing the same." Ibrahim didn't like the answer, so he started to search for the truth. One night, he went up the mountain. He looked up deep towards the sky. He found a bright planet. He said, "This is my God." But soon, the planet disappeared. He said, "I don't like the vanishing gods." Then, he saw the moon coming up. He said, "This is my God." And the sun rose and covered the sky with its light, covering the moon too. He said, "Surely the sun is my God because it's the biggest." When the sun disappeared behind the horizon, Ibrahim realized that the God he was searching for is the creator of all what he sees. As he was returning down from the mountain, he heard a voice calling him from heaven. "O Ibrahim, you indeed have found the truth, and I am Allah, the creator of everything. So, surrender and become a Muslim." Ibrahim immediately replied, "I have surrendered to Allah, Lord of the world." Since that time, Allah chose Ibrahim to be his closest person and the father of later prophets. Back in the town, there was a huge celebration out of the city. That may be a good opportunity for Ibrahim to do what he was thinking of. I'm sick," he said when he was asked to join. So everybody left, leaving him alone. He rushed to the temple, where all the valuable idols stood with an axe on his shoulder. "Talk to me. What's wrong with you? Why don't you eat?" He talked to them sarcastically. He began hitting the idols with his axe, smashing them apart, leaving none except the biggest one in the middle of the temple. He put the axe on the idol's shoulder and left. When people entered the temple next morning, they were shocked. "Who would have the bravery to destroy our precious gods?" Everyone agreed that for sure it is Ibrahim, the only suspect. The whole city gathered to see how would he defend himself, including his father. When he was asked, "Did you do that to our gods?" he replied, "No, look, the biggest one did it because he didn't want any other god to be worshipped besides him." People got angry. "Don't you see? He is a rock. He can't do that. Are you fooling us?" he said. "Then how do you worship him and ask him for protection, and he can't even protect himself?" People thought, maybe he's right. "The only one you should worship is Allah, the Creator," he said. Some people believed, but most of them were stubborn and decided to start a large fire to burn him alive. They gathered many pieces of wood and set the flame. The fire was very strong. The angel Jibril came to Ibrahim saying, "Do you want me to do anything to help you?" he said. "I do not need help from you. My only protection is Allah." As all the people in the town gathered to see the revenge of the idols, Ibrahim was put chained into the top of the catapult to be thrown into the fire. Allah ordered the fire to be cool and safe on him. He stayed there for 7 days under the care of the angel Jibril. Those were the best days of his life. After the fire went off, people couldn't believe their eyes when they saw him coming towards them saying, "Allah Almighty have protected me." Some people, like his nephew Lot, believed and became a Muslim, but a lot more didn't. Even his father didn't want him to stay, and all agreed to banish him out of the city. His father said, "If you didn't leave now, I'll stone you." He left sadly, promising his father that he would ask Allah to forgive him. He spent his life traveling in the world, calling for people to believe in the one Lord, Allah.